A lot of the biggest reasons why people hate the network marketing space is because of the experiences they've had. There is a few bad apples, unethical practices, there's unethical things that people do. Explain exactly what network marketing is.
I have this energy and I wanted to share a little bit about what's on my mind as I'm in front of headquarters. I truly forgot how amazing this industry, although there's a stigma behind network marketing, the reasons why I'm obsessed and I love it and I continue to share it. I think that I've forgotten and I've let opinions not truly affect my personal business, but just not really share about it publicly on platforms like this. Let me go back to my hotel and then I'll tell you a little bit more about what I'm talking about.
I'm back at my room. My husband needed a little nap after that crazy beach day. Huh, Malia? You had a lot of beach?
Yeah, but we're going.
They're gonna go back to the beach. But I came back from the headquarters of the company that I partnered up with, and just being there, I had so much gratitude. My vision was as clear as ever, and it made me realize the reason why people have such a stigma or such bad thoughts about network marketing, the people that come in with a very selfish attitude. It's not always just the distributors, sometimes it is companies, but I've honestly heard it all. Pyramid scheme, it's a scam, the people don't make money, only people at the top make money. I wanted to break a little bit of the stigma so you can truly understand the reason why people don't like the network marketing industry. A lot of the biggest reasons why people hate the network marketing space is because of the experiences they've had with certain companies or people that they signed up with. MLM horror stories to where somebody signed up with someone else and they didn't get the coaching that they were promised, or they were made to buy a whole bunch of inventory. Maybe some relationships were strained because of like the aggressive pushiness. I've had a fair share of horror stories too with the people that were on top of me, but I can't tell you that I've stopped believing in the actual industry. There is a few bad apples, but I can't take the fact away that this industry is amazing, and I want to change the stigma around it, because yes, there's unethical practices, there's unethical things that people do, but that's like any other industry. Real estate investors, photographers, anything that has to do in the online space. Recently, the digital marketing / MRR course reselling. There is a lot of over promising and under delivering. Clearly, that needs to stop. Let me explain what network marketing is. The definition is a business model where independent distributors sell products and earn commissions from direct sales and team building. Other people call it affiliate marketing. They want to call it something to make it prettier, but that's what it is. You're selling a product and getting commission, and then you're building a team, showing them how to do it and getting a commission. I like to explain it like this. If you're a hairstylist, this is your salon, and you have one chair. You can fill in every single chair with your hairdos, your haircuts, your hair color, but how much more profitable would you be if you rented out the other chairs? So yes, you're making sales off your personal, but you're also making sales because you're renting out the chairs. It's a pretty similar way. That way you can explain exactly what network marketing is. The reason why I like network marketing is because of the low startup cost and how it's accessible to anyone. I mean, a photography business, let's be honest, it can cost anywhere from $10,000 to $25,000. It's not just the camera, okay? It's the equipment, it's the studio, it's the lighting, like depending on what type of photography you're doing. I mean, it is, and if you want it low end, it is a few thousand minimum. Any franchise, think like a McDonald's, European Wax Center, any of the yogurt places, that is $250,000 minimum, most likely north of that, between that and 1.5 million. YouTube, you absolutely know that I love YouTube. That's cost me a pretty penny. Personally, I have invested about $8,000 on gear. That includes my camera, my lighting, my setups, my new laptop, any of the little funky gear that you hear on TikTok Shop, my mics, all of it. That doesn't include the subscriptions, like the editing stuff and all of that. You can start with what you have with your phone if you're trying to make that a business, $3,000 to $5,000 average, but it can be north of that. A clothing line, I have a friend that she started a clothing line and she says she's not quite profitable yet, but to start that's anywhere from $50,000 to $150,000. And an Amazon FBA, that's exactly what my other friend does, and you have to put money in. 10, 20, 30, 40,000 just to buy the inventory for you to start selling. A lot of these businesses do have flexibility and scalability, but not both together. Because if you don't have to be right there no matter what in person, you can scale that, but it's not quite flexible, or vice versa. There are so many businesses that have a lot of flexibility. I've done the coaching. My husband has done real estate. I've had a small shop, but how are you supposed to scale that? And that's where network marketing comes in. I mean, in what industry can you start a whole international business with like no startup costs? Recently, I had my first customer in Canada, and I'm like, dude, that's amazing. I don't have to do anything different except let them know about like the price conversions. And even that, the website does it for me. I've also recently had a business partner in Canada. And again, how cool is it that I get to grow my business in a whole nother country? Something else that I absolutely love about network marketing, let's just stick to my lane, okay? It's beauty and wellness. There's so many other things. There's like physical products, like anything you can think of, most likely has a network marketing company doing that thing. But in our case, beauty and wellness, a lot of these things have scientifically backed doctors, universities, and studies behind it. They want to make sure that they have something backing them up to show, like, look, this is why we're amazing. This is why our product works. So personally, in the company that I work with, we work with multiple doctors, multiple scientists. We have partnerships with universities in the area, dermatology experts, hair loss experts, microbiologists. That gives you so much access to certain education and certain tools that you probably wouldn't have if you were just doing it by yourself. Now, I'm not saying it's not okay to build your own thing. I'm just saying you get access to that. And not just that, the people that you surround yourself with. I know personally, I've had access to multiple huge business owners as well as big influencers, being able to be in the room with these women because I get to be in the conventions of my network marketing space, or I'm in the same team, or whatever the case may be. The beauty of network marketing in this time is that we're in a digital age. So we don't necessarily have to sit around in a circle and fill in the blank around in a circle the way that our moms did. We can have fun with it. We can do our own thing. Personally, what I like to do, if I am going to do something in person, is doing more of content shoots, brunches, gratitude things. At the time of this recording, it is definitely New Year, New Me era. So vision boards, anything that's business related that can be turned into an event, that's how I'm going to meet new people. I'm not going to bring you in and do a whole presentation like the 1900s, okay? So listen, I want to give you a few tips. You're more than welcome to click the link in my description to see what I do. But whatever company that you are considering, make sure that you lead with the value, not with sales. Like, what problem are you solving? When I started, I had no hairline and I was looking for something to grow my hair. That was my problem, okay? And I was actively looking. I'm a unicorn. Some people are not just going to be actively looking. You have to go look for people. You have to go present your opportunity, but with value, leading with the value, not just, hey, this is $20. Okay, and there's 100 more products that are $20 and say that do the same thing. Definitely focus on examples, on education, before and afters. Like, how many before and afters does your company have? Real ones, not paid models, actual customers. And emphasize the storytelling. If you just started or you're thinking about starting, and you're like, okay, how am I supposed to show up on social media? Just show up and talk about how you're gonna take them through their journey. Something else is being transparent. So don't overhype. Why focus on, I'm gonna be a millionaire tomorrow? I mean, you can, and it does work. I get that income claims work. Personally, for me, that's not the way that I like to build my business. You don't have to overhype the income potential. Focus on the everyday necessities. You know, people need an extra $200, $300, $400 just to survive. Focus on that. Be honest about the work that it takes. It's not make money in your sleep. I see that all the time. It pisses me off because that's not true. You have to put in the work, and maybe, you know, as you continue, I've been doing this for 5 years. I make sales, yes, technically in my sleep, but I worked for that person. I worked to make her that customer 4 years ago. You know what I mean? Next step, focusing on community. So I did focus heavily on community when I first started. Somewhere in the lines, 2021-ish, everybody was like keeping their information, their content, their everything. What happened was interesting. I feel like the original gatekeepers gatekeepers eventually dispersed. And now it's the people that actually want to stay, that actually want to work this business, want to work with this company. The collaboration has like tripled. We do the same onboarding, the entire company, same onboarding, same type of training. Like everyone's collaborating together to get better. It's not just you're my team, you're not my team, you're not, like that's not the way that it's supposed to be, because we're all selling the same thing. But how are you going to stand out is a whole nother conversation. You should still be able to present your product without having that scarcity mindset. The next tip is using today's marketing strategies, okay? You need to educate yourself. How are you gonna get better on camera? How are you gonna get confident on camera? What about personal branding? You are not your company. If tomorrow your company shuts down, what the heck are you gonna do? And a lot of people leave and they were like this commercial for their brand, company brand, and what about them? This is something that I've been wanting since the start of everything, which is building my own brand, and this company is an extension of what I am offering. So I get to offer my own thing. I have my products, I have my digital products, I have other affiliate programs, and this is a huge part of my income. Now, let me talk to you about attraction marketing. I know that there are some really big industry leaders that talk about that, but let me talk about the right attraction marketing. The attraction marketing that they're talking about is you posting attractive things like money, all of that. And if that's you, great, do it. I don't want to take away from you if you absolutely love that. If you do not have that and that's not your ideal client, why are we posting all this money that we're not? And I tell you because I've done that. I used to post lavish things and I'm like, wait, this is not even me. Like, I don't resonate with this. This is not the reason why I signed up for this. It's really hard to maintain and it's really hard to upkeep, and people notice. In person, when they start meeting you, you're not this person that you're trying to attract. It's phony and you will repel the right people. Now, just remember to educate other people about your company or this network marketing industry, because I understand, like I was telling you, there is a stigma around it, but there's a stigma around everything. If you really think about it, add value to whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, whatever you're selling, add value around that. If you're selling a wellness product, why don't you talk about fitness in general? If you're selling a beauty product, talk about mental health, if that's something that you want. Talk about how eating well. I mean, I want to hear what you have to say about network marketing. If you made it till the end, tell me in the comment, because I truly think that a lot of people are not fully educated. And I mean, I made a lot of mistakes in my business. I made $100,000 in commission in less than 18 months. So there is a lot of things that I did right, but there's a lot of things that I did wrong. And that's exactly what I want to talk to you about in the next video. So if you are here to the end, thank you so much. I'll leave all the links below and I'll see you in the next video. Beach time.